everyone, my name is Wawa and welcome back to MLG.TV, where you can see more action from previous MLG events. This time coming in from MLG Raleigh, we have a best of 3 ZVZ matchup. Heading your way, we have QxG.DarkCell, who's going to be spawning at the bottom left corner of the map, as the red Zerg's opponent is going to be iS.jEcho, who is going to be spawning at the top right corner of the map as the blue Zerg. The map we have right now is Salnaga Caverns, a 1v1 map right here. 2 Salnaga Towers in the middle and 2 gold expansions as well right here by the middle area. And as a ZVZ, I have to say that this might be a very quick match, I have to say, as we usually see like around 5 to 7 minutes if it is a ZVZ, 5 to 9 minutes to be exact actually. But then again, if you just count the minutes in real actual minutes and not in-game minutes, I have to say it's gonna be around 7 minutes or so. As I think if you guys saw what the matchup was during the Slush vs Hydra that I casted previously, you are going to be pretty much aware of what's going to be potentially happening here, and pretty much a very quick game is going to be heading upon us as well. So we have an early gas right here for jEcho. Not really an early, but this is pretty much a timing gas, as both players actually opting to go for a gas first and most likely going to go for spawning pool, as that's actually the only 2 things you can make right now as a Zerg player. Spawning pool are definitely going to be helping you out, especially when you have your 100 gas, exactly as why these players decided to go for Vespene accumulation first before the spawning pool, as there is a timing for Zerg that whenever you get 100 gas, the spawning pool is definitely or almost exactly at the same time gonna be done. So when that spawning pool is done, you can easily just click on the metabolic boost upgrade, which is definitely gonna help you out a lot. And it looks like both players are actually gonna go for the same thing. I think jEcho is a little bit ahead right now. Let's look at the food count. We have 16 against 15, so it looks like DarkCell is a little bit ahead right now, but doesn't really mean anything that much right now, as both players, look at that, both players are just really opting to do the same thing. And did we see a cancel there? That's really a waste of egg actually, or larvae, if you cancel a unit if you're a Zerg player, especially in the early stages of the game, especially in a ZVZ match. So you really need to be very smart about choosing your larvae and your creeps and your larvae injects. Actually, that's going to be really key right here in this matchup. We do have a roach warrant going down right here for jEcho as well. And is it going to be the same thing? No, it's not really going to be the same thing for DarkCell, as DarkCell is going to be opting to go for Baning Nest, and most likely he will be the one who's going to be the aggressor in this matchup, as Banelings and Speedlings are actually the key things to go for early harassment and such. And if you are a player who's going to be opening for roaches, you can't really do that much harassment because those roaches aren't really that fast, especially in the early stages, especially if you don't have layer yet and if you don't have roach tech yet upgraded. Those roaches are going to take forever to cross the field, and you're just pretty much better off just staying in your main base. As the roach warrant is done right here for jEcho, and speed is almost done as well for both players. Oh, this is gonna be pretty interesting. I think we are gonna see jEcho expand in a few minutes, as that's pretty much the safe way of going about with this build. And I don't know if or how committed is DarkCell with his banelings right here, and looks like it's not really gonna commit to any banelings at all. Oh, those are just pretty much a precautionary banelings, because you never know, because jEcho is pretty much capable of doing early harassments as well. We do see a pushes from Zergs, where when they have like 30 Zerglings and you're just gonna all end to your base and you can't really do anything about it. So there are times that happens, and that's pretty much proven useful. But this time I don't think it is going to be happening, as we do see the hash rate is plopped down right here by jEcho, and looks like QxG.DarkCell already knows what's up right now. Oh, Zerglings are going to come in right here inside the base of jEcho, or excuse me, of DarkCell, and he's going to see everything that's going to be happening. He did kill a Baneling though. That's actually pretty huge, as Banelings are not really cost efficient if you're going to kill off just one Zergling, and you need to be careful with your use of those Banelings as well. So it looks like, let me see, yep, indeed, he does see that there is already a hatchery plopped down right there, so he knows that there's going to be nothing heading his way right now, as he is pretty much comfortable plopping down his hatchery as well as of this moment. The Queen's just pooping out more creep tumors, as he wants to get that creep spread really way out there. Oh, I'm not really sure that's the best and the smartest way to do right now, as this is a ZVZ and both parties benefit from it. But if you are gonna be defending heavy, though, you do need those queens on both bases. But I don't suggest really just expanding your creep tumors too as far as the middle area of the map, because right there and then you're just gonna be having a hard time repelling your opponent. We do see 5 roaches moving out right here, excuse me, 6 roaches moving out right here. And what is he gonna do right now? I don't think this is the smartest decision he's gonna be able to do right now, as we do see more Zerglings are just gonna be roaming right here. Oh, he's gonna be able to surround this roach, and this roach is gonna go down, definitely gonna go down. Very good snipe right there by QxG.DarkCell. It's actually a pretty cost efficient snipe right there by DarkCell. Look at that, another roach gonna get sniped right here by DarkCell. Wow, losing only 1 Zergling, he was able to take out 2 roaches. Well, he did lose 3, I think I have to say 3 Zerglings right there in total, just to kill off 2 roaches. And I think I have to say that's pretty much cost efficient and pretty much useful. And we do have an Evo Chamber going down right here. Weird place to put down an Evo Chamber where it's not really blocking anything, as there is some room still here on the top area, and that's not really going to be helpful for you that much. We do see Zerglings right here going to be, oh, 1 Zergling did make it to the main base of j.Echo, and now DarkCell, he knows what's up inside the base of j.Echo. Nothing really to see that much, but that again, that's it. That is pretty much what you want to see, is that there is no fishy things happening inside the base of your opponent, no hidden tech or whatnot. You need to just keep an eye on what your opponent is doing right now, as both players looks like they are still on hatchery tech. No layer tech as of this moment, so both players no speed upgrades on the roaches, and it's gonna be a little bit longer time before those popped out, as we do see +1/+1 upgrade going down for those roaches as well for missile attacks, at least for those ground units, especially those even those hydras are gonna be benefiting from that. Harvester tab, we have 41 against 32. Wow, look at that. j.Echo is really ahead right now in terms of harvester supply, but is he gonna be able to overdrone himself right now? That's actually not the best thing to do right now, as overdroning is indeed possible in a ZVZ matchup, and actually that's pretty much one of your most deadliest thing you can do right now, is overdrone in a ZVZ. It's pretty much like overstimming, because when you overdrone, you're gonna be really having a hard time defending against your opponent. And looks like in this situation, no one's really overdroning, as both players right now are pretty much even, and j.Echo actually is keeping tabs on his unit count or worker count, as he barely did anything at all right now, as he reached the 43rd mark of his food supply in terms of harvesters. We do see this roach is gonna try to take down this destructible rocks here as well. Gonna try to go for the gold expansion is actually a pretty good idea, as you are not really gonna go, or you're not really going up against a Terran. And Terrans actually usually have the advantage whenever you're gonna go for the gold, because sea shanks can really reach this area right here. And from here, if there are some sea shanks right here, you're gonna be pretty much be toasted, as it's pretty much hard to engage from that location as well. So we do see this roaches right here gonna engage. No, they're just gonna run away, as the Zerg is gonna try to go for a runway right here as well. Very smart play. Oh, 3 Zerglings did get taken out right there by just 1 Baneling. How is that possible? Very nice play right there. And now j.Echo actually gets to scout the main base of DarkCell right now, and he knows there is nothing really funny about what's happening right now inside the base of DarkCell. And it looks like QxG.DarkCell is now in the lead, 105 against 98. Very nice play right here. Now DarkCell is, I think, in the lead in food supply as well, or in army count, as we do see 23 roaches against 21 roaches. Not really a big deal, but then again, this is a mirror matchup, so every roach count, every units count, and every shot you get off to your opponent counts. So you really need to keep an eye on your food supply and your creep and larva inject, as those are really crucial. Really need to budget all those things, and you can't really allow your queen to get more than 50 energy, excuse me. As according to Nesty, when your queens reach 50 mana, you're gonna be pretty much GG. Here you go, we see these roaches right here gonna try to attack and focus fire saturated. The factory is gonna get forced to cancel right there. Very nice play right there by DarkCell, forcing j.Echo to cancel. And I think j.Echo now knows that he is really behind in roaches, and he needs to make more. We do see 3 Inspirers on the way right now as well here for j.Echo. Oh, look at that, splitting up his units right here for DarkCell, and looks like j.Echo is gonna try to go for the more natural expansion right here with the normal minerals and normal areas right here for mining, which is actually not a bad idea at all, because one thing is really important is that you really need to keep an eye on your expansions and to have at least a safer expansion and where you're more comfortable defending as well. Look at that, DarkCell is just keeping tabs on what's happening right now. Both players actually have vision of all areas of the map. Let's look at the vision of the red Zerg. Look at that, the red Zerg pretty much sees all that's happening in the middle of the map, and the blue Zerg pretty much, ooh, look at that, actually red Zerg has a better vision right here all over the map, and I think that's pretty much why the creep spread is much better. Actually, we do see 4 roaches gonna be coming in here right there at the back, gonna try to do a little bit of harassment. Did he do enough damage? No, according to that mineral supply or harvester supply, he didn't really did that much. Here we're going to get another attack coming in right here for DarkCell. Is he going to be able to force a cancel again here for DarkCell? Yes, indeed, the cancel has been engaged. Very nice play right there by DarkCell. And Fong Root landing on all those roaches. Only 3 roaches though, but then again, only 2 are going to die, and 1 is actually going to run away. Very nice play right there. And j.ECHO looking pretty shaky right now. Even though he is in the lead, he can't really expand to a safe location at all. He's been forced to cancel his roach or his hatchery a lot of times already, and now he just needs to secure one area where he's pretty much more comfortable and just defend it and stand his ground where he can expand and finish his expansion. As we did see, DarkCell is now actually in the lead in expansions as well, as he's gonna have his 3rd hatchery up first compared to j.ECHO, as j.ECHO is still halfway done for that hatchery right now. And this is actually, I guess, one of the best reasons why you are spreading your creep. Look at that, ooh, potential roach drop, or no, these are banings inside this overlords right here. This is going to be pretty huge, as those banings are going to do massive damage, especially it depends on where you drop it. If you're going to drop it inside the main base and the national base, that's going to do a lot of damage. But then here we go, we might see it get used right here in this engagement, as those are actually a good number of roaches that can actually do a lot of damage. Here we go, the engagement is going to happen right now. Where are the infestants? Frogurt landing on all those units on the blue Zerg. Where are the engagement, or where are the infestants of the blue Zerg? No infestants inside. Look at that, there's just too many roaches right here for DarkCell, I have to say. But again, oh, good play right there by DarkCell. Actually, those flank was actually much better for j.ECHO, but then again, right now DarkCell reacted properly, and now what do you call it? Combusted. Excuse me, combusted. Is that the word? Well, they pretty much just stopped and moved in a little bit closer to the army of j.ECHO and just attacked it, so that all those roaches are gonna get massive damage. Here we go. Oh, good fang right there on all those roaches. They got very nice fang right there for DarkCell. Oh, baiting bombs landing on all those roaches. Very nice play. Very useful baiting bombs right there. And I thought j.ECHO was gonna be able to come back after that, but no, those baiting bombs did the deed and did so much damage to the army of j.ECHO. j.ECHO really behind right now, 124 against 152. Very awesome play right there by DarkCell. I'm pretty sure j.ECHO was not expecting that at all, as we do see the screen repelling its overseer right now. And right now DarkCell is in the lead. Very good lead, I have to say. Harvester tab, we have 47 against 54 in favor of the blue Zerg, but then again, unit tab is all about the army right now, as j.ECHO needs to react as soon as he can. Oh, look at that. Oh, you need to be careful with those overlords, because one good fungal can just kill off all those overlords. Here we go, the baiting bombs are going to be happening again here. No, these are roaches inside the overseers right now. And here we go, fungal landing on all those units as well. Very nice fungals, and all those fungals are doing massive damage as well. And now the roaches are being landed right there on the other side, inside the main base of j.ECHO right now. j.ECHO losing all those roaches right now. DarkCell pooping out compressed Terrans right now here as well to just take over the natural expansion of j.ECHO right now. j.ECHO still trying his best right now to fight back. 13 roaches are on the way for j.ECHO. Is he going to be able to come back up with this good fungal on all those units as well by DarkCell? DarkCell now losing all his units as well. 140 against 104. It is still a very close match right now. And finally, the roaches of j.ECHO is going to be starting to pop out right here. Good snipe right there on the queen, and more roaches are on the way right now. And all those overlords are just going to salvage the rest of the roaches remaining right here, I have to say. But still, the engagement happening right here on the 3rd expansion as well. Gonna try to focus fire on the hatchery. Is he gonna be able to snipe that off? It is gonna be a really huge thing if he's able to do so. Yes, indeed, very nice snipe right there by DarkCell. DarkCell now in complete control of this game right now, I have to say. 98 against 109 right now, and now he's actually gonna go for his 4th hatchery. And look at it, oh, those units of j.ECHO right now are just rallied, and they're just going nowhere at all. I think he's just gonna try to get a feel of what's happening right now. I don't know where he is going at all, and those units are just nowhere. They just rallied right there on the main hatchery, or the natural hatchery, and drones. Again, is just throwing all of his units away. I don't know what happened. Maybe he stepped on something and just grinning on some pain. I don't know what's happening. He's just rallying his units. I think he's just buying some time, and I think he's pretty much disappointed of the outcome of this game, as I think he would really be so, as indeed there you go, the GG pops out right there for j.ECHO, and DarkCell takes game number 1 of this best of 3 series ZVZ matchup. Game number 2 on the way in just 1 second, guys, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'll be right back.